America see Martin Luther King Jr. as a hero now, but that wasn't the case during his lifetime. Martin Luther King Jr. was a civil rights leader and an American hero. Almost every American adult, 95% in U.S. news polls, believe he was an important figure in U.S. history. But it wasn't always that way. The fact that King is now beloved and has a national holiday commemorating his birthday wasn't something that obviously was going to happen during his lifetime. During the 1960s, King was a very divisive figure. The last Gallup poll to ask about his popularity during his lifetime, taken in 1966, found his unfavorable rating was 63%. This included 39% of Americans who gave him a 5 rating on a scale of 5, -5 being least favorable and +5 being most favorable. King's highly negative rating came when he had turned his attention from Southern de jure segregation towards de facto segregation in North cities. But even before then, King was far from a universal-like person. In the middle of 1964, when Congress was in the midst of passing many landmark civil rights laws, King's favorable ratings was just 44%. His unfavorable rating was basically equal at 38%. When Americans were asked which 3 Americans they had the least respect for in a 1964 Gallup poll, King came in second at 42. This was barely less than the 47 registered by George Wallace, the segregationist governor of Alabama. Only 17% mentioned King's name when asked which 3 Americans they had the most respect for. Perhaps even more revealing is that a lot of white Americans thought King was doing more harm than good for the fight for civil rights. In a 1966 Harris poll, 50% of white Americans indicate that he was hurting the civil rights effort. A mere 36% said he was helping. King favorable ratings among them was 27% in 1966. Black Americans saw things very different. The vast majority in 1963 thought his works for equal rights was moving at the right speed, 71%, or not fast enough, 21%, compared with 8% who believed it was happening too fast. In 1966, 84% of black adults had favorable views of King, while 4% had an unfavorable view. Even the immediate aftermath of his death, many Americans had a negative view of King. Nearly a third, 31%, said he brought his 1968 assassination upon himself. Less than a majority, 42%, said they were sad. 38% of or angry, 5%. What I want you to understand is why people never had a moral compass. Moral compass. You have to understand that. You have to understand that Black America have always been the moral compass of this country. And anything that indicates humanity when the plot in America was created by Black Americans. You have to understand this, Black people. You are dealing with inhumane, uncivilized beasts.